So I think we're definitely seeing a very intertwined world because I think that from now on, and I think we're clearly seeing that within the previous video, that all the wars are massive, almost world wars, because there are only 32 nations technically, and a lot of colonies too. So I mean, just about every single continent breaks out into battle whenever some of these wars start to break down. And actually, a new war just popped up between Bismarck and the Austrians. They must have waited just until that perfect time where that truce is up, and then they joined in again. Now, unfortunately for Austria, they only have one ally, and that is the Ottomans. And the Ottomans are pretty focused in on a completely separate war. I know that it was definitely not going super okay for the Ottomans last time I checked. And then we still have the Carthage reconquest of Fezzan here. Anyways, I can't wait to see what's going to go down with Germany. Germany really needs to take a lot of this stuff. If Germany wants to make a slight comeback, they've got to take everything away from Austria. And wait a second. So who's joined in for Germany? Oh, Poland and Venice too. Jeez. Okay, that's just not even fair. And they're probably going to just let. Surprisingly enough, I mean, Poland, who probably should be taking these provinces for themselves, they're just going to give it to Germany. Poland is really, really close, I would say, of maybe getting into that top 3 spots. They need to take over more land. They need to go after somebody. If they don't go after somebody, then they're going to be in trouble. They will not win this game if they don't find a way to go after something. Like they can go after Greece or Austria or Byzantium or Venice or the Ottomans, or they've got so many different options because they just border so many nations. So I don't know. I mean, if Poland has a chance, if Poland wants a chance of winning this game, then they are really going to have to get their stuff together. I mean, to be honest, they really need to get their stuff together. Florence is doing good. No peace deals just yet. Let's go ahead and double check on that, actually. Always hit the escape button whenever I'm going after the ledger. Let's double check on the score, because now we need to start looking at this more and more. It's very, very important. Score right now, France is way in the lead. But we talked about if some of their colonies lose independence, then they will be they're going to lose a lot of that score, I assume. We also have William here at number 2, 1,000 points behind. The Spanish, who are almost 1,000 points behind. Poland not too far behind the Spanish. They could easily catch up. And you know what? Here's the thing. To be honest, it's still 15 years away. I am considering, and it kind of depends on what you guys think, I am definitely considering doing what we did for the Civ 5 AI-only battle, where we just look straight through the ledger, and we look at almost, I mean, some of these don't matter, like, the advisors don't matter, but there's definitely a lot of the categories do, and we'll look at every single one by the end of the game, and try to figure out who won that way, just like the Info Addicts victory. We do something like that, where obviously I can't use every single category, but something. I'll leave it up to you guys. It depends. But anyways, so looks like Rome did lose 2 provinces here. Yes, they did. They lost 3, I think, actually. But they still hold on to their Western Roman colony here. So they're doing good. They're not bad. They could have been way worse. And actually, they ate up a little bit of Florence here. Yes, they did. So Florence is down to very much only a handful of provinces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, something like 10. These are actually a lot smaller than I thought, but still, Florence is making a lot of money, so that's one positive. Can't believe there are some provinces that still have not been colonized yet. Like, come on, what are you guys doing? Especially Florence. Like, you need all the land you can get. Why haven't you colonized? What is going on with that? Very confused. Okay, so any other wars that have popped up? Current wars? No. Okay, so we're in a time of peace. Yes, I don't think we mentioned the end of Denmark like 3 videos ago, but okay, well, the end of Denmark. It's... Oh, and Venice looks like they grabbed even more away from the Ottomans. Jeez, is this just the Venetians just destroying the Ottomans or what? Why? What is going on here? Byzantium's still dealing with a majority of their rebels. But I think that the AI gets some sort of weird advantage, or maybe just on this specific type of scenario with only 32 nations, they don't, nothing breaks out. Oh yeah, it's just a race, man. It's just an absolute race here. Oh, and there is the first, I believe, trade colony. Catholic, transferring. Now, these guys, they do have a liberty desire. Ooh, so France has got to be careful of that. Yeah, so I believe these are Eastern, not trade colony. This is technically an Eastern company, Eastern trade company. Where's that map again? We just looked at, we just saw it the other day. Trade company regions. There we go. I didn't even know this was a region. It doesn't say it's. Oh, so actually, I did know that. I did know that. Yes, we knew that would be the case. Where's the other colonial regions? Yeah, so there we go. So this is technically a colony. These are not trade companies for anything. So yeah, that's interesting. I've never seen that before. That's pretty cool. So France has gone to New Zealand and Australia first. And again, it is still a race, except for the Netherlands. They've got the right idea. I mean, these islands aren't terrible either. It's a pretty smart move for the AI to grab some of this stuff, but it's mainly this region here. This is a lot of the good stuff. Not so much on this island. Pretty low stuff. Sweden is still slowly approaching, but so is Byzantium. It's like they're reaching as far as they can. Even Persia, they have fully separated themselves. They've fully locked off the Assyrians, both Assyrian empires, the Assyrian of the west and the Assyrian Empire of the east. They've locked them both off now. It is official. They've even locked off. No, the Zulu are technically still in this. They could still technically go out this way, boom, 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 and try to grab some of this rich stuff. That is certainly possible. Sweden is getting bigger and bigger. We should probably check on army size while we are in. Oh my goodness, there it is. Another one. That did not take very long at all. And this time, France and Spain. Oh my gosh. And Morocco that decided to join in. The only people joining in on England's side are the Zulu, Songhai, and Sweden, of course. You always got to watch Sweden. Dang. Okay, so you're talking about a huge loss for England here, because also, does Brazil also get their independence? I'm not even going to look at this. I don't think we really need to look at this. It's very clear where this is going to go. So I think that they do. I'm not 100%, but because Brazil is supporting their ally, who are also getting their independence from the same overlord, I would assume that they both could separate peace if New the English allows it. But again, I'm just going to roll on by this because we don't even need to watch this, really. This is going to be a complete landslide with all the people that have joined in. I'm surprised they got France to support their independence. But then again, it gets easier and easier for these colonies to break free as we approach the 1800s. Any liberty desire? 54. It's starting to get higher and higher for a lot of these nations. 72 with French Peru. And they're kind of locked off, too. If they can ally themselves to French Colombia, then they're going to be doing much better. How about California? Will my state ever get its independence? Oregon, 6%. Alaska's got to be feeling it. Come on, they're so far away. They're not. Surprised that Mexico isn't feeling it either, only because they're just... Rome is arguably actually the Celts have got to be feeling it the most. And they haven't, but they don't have any people supporting their independence. Maybe if New the English kind of breaks free here, then maybe they'll support a Celtic Canada forming up. The Celts, Louisiana... How is English Louisiana? They've been really, really supportive, and they've been getting absolutely dominated every single time these wars have popped up, which is pretty crazy. So we'll have to keep an eye on the war score. It looks like they probably need a lot more, like we talked about. They probably need a lot more than we originally thought. They're at 17 war scores so far. Who is this? Oh, France. Has France actually landed here? Yes, they did. France actually landed here, but you know what? France and the Celts probably don't like each other, do they? No, they do. So they should get military access at some point. Maybe this is just... they have been locked. Oh, they're technically locked by one light ship. Oh, so they need to get somebody over here, just one ship. Send these ships up north and free up your 24 stack, and you're good. That's all you need to do. This also might give the Celts another chance of taking some of their land back. It's possible, because England's going to be not doing so well here. Now, is Sweden even getting involved this time? Are they going after Brazil? Of course they are, because Sweden loves to mess with Brazil. Oh, man, even the Zulu are over here, too. Man, I feel so sorry for Brazil. I feel really, really bad. What's going on here with Zulu, Spain? Oh, that's right. Zulu, well, not Zulu, Spain, but yeah, so the Zulu are conquering these Spanish territories. Madagascar's gotten completely filled out by the northern Madagascar part of the island of mainly England, and then France in the south. And that is pretty cool. What's the war score at now? 19%. They need, I think, 20 or 25 or something like that. So they sit here. They completely just destroy Louisiana. I don't know what's going to happen if Brazil gets completely messed up. But, oh, there's a 37 stack of Brazilians. Dang. When did they get that? Okay, this is really, really big. If you engage them, are you engaging them? Yes. This is very, very big. Oh, they did unite. Go after them while they're separated. Take on the Zulu while they're separated. I think that's your plan, actually. Are these just Brazilians? Yeah, this is nobody else, man. I'm surprised they got up this high of a force limit. Don't run, you're okay. They might be seeing something that I don't. Maybe the AI sees that maybe they have better morale, better military tactics. That could definitely be something legitimately happening here. Someone needs to help out Brazil. That's the problem. Maybe that is just the single biggest issue here. Go after him. Go after him. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. I guess not. We also saw the West Indies getting close to 100% liberty desire. Last time I checked, but I guess not. I guess they're feeling totally fine. Where are you at now? 25. I think that's enough. Pretty sure that's enough here. And why isn't Colombia helping out? Why isn't Colombia helping out? Or Peru? Both these guys just letting Brazil get completely messed up. Oh, there we go. There goes Brazil. Kicking back the Zulu. Now even the Swedish are on the run. Okay, so now you need to unsiege this stuff, though. I think it just takes Brazil a little bit of time to get going, and then they get going, and they're kind of just the beast. You need to get them and stack wipe them, though. It looks like you are going to do that. I'm wondering if you're losing a lot of war score because of all this stuff that's been taken. I mean, the higher this gets, the more they could possibly ask for, I think. Is Spain... Wait a second. What's going on with Oregon? England? Oh, that's right, because Spain... Yeah, it's Spain and France. Okay, so Spain and France, all of their colonies. It's a huge war against England. It's so weird how the Zulu and Songhai are allied to England. They didn't get one besides Sweden. They don't have any other European alliances, which is so strange. Oh, here we go. Here's another big battle, and looks like there's going to be a stack wipe going on here soon. Yep, boom, stack wipe there. Sweden, get out of here. Actually, no, Sweden's still here. They stack wiped somebody though. The Zulu are still here too, so they need to keep putting on the fire. Come on, Colombia, do something. Don't just sit here with your 34 stack. Looks like maybe you're going back and forth. Very interesting campaign because we have noticed some interest. Ooh, peasants just all spawning up on the border here. Dang. Yeah, Louisiana's getting absolutely killed. Rome, Mexico, Rome, Louisiana now. Might as well pop them up in there. Might as well. France has never gotten off this province here because they can't send one stack of ships up that way. Weirdly enough. Any more wars that popped up? 32 war scores. So they might be just sitting on this war, trying to get as much war score as they can. That's kind of the thing that I'm thinking here. 1711. It is 1711. What's going on while we wait for this to end? What's going on here? All these islands. Lots of blue and orange. Lots and lots of blue and orange here. Forgot that even these guys are at war too. All these regions of the map. Technically, when Europe gets broken into a war, it's a lot more than just... what you think. I'm thinking that well, here's the thing, is that I don't think anyone dislikes the Celts, really. Maybe Sweden. Maybe the Swedish will support an independence war from Canada, but they don't really need it. They don't need anybody to support them. They'll be absolutely fine either way. That's the weird thing. Brazil still hasn't unsieged anything yet, but they are kind of knocking back around the Zulu and Swedish regiments still. They need to unsiege some of this stuff, though. I'm hoping... Did they have control over your capital? I'm assuming not. Oh, you don't. Okay, that's good. They don't have control over your capital. That would be a pretty bad thing if they did. I swear, Sweden only cares about Brazil. That is what I've learned from this. Sweden loves Brazil. Actually, they like the island. Oh my goodness! What is going on? How did more of these guys pop up? Particularists, peasants. Nothing's going on in the Eastern Byzantium Empire, but they cannot support those guys. They can't do anything about all this stuff. So what is going to happen to Byzantium? Their empire is completely falling apart. Absolutely falling apart here. 36 war score now. Yeah, so they're going to win it. Now they're just sitting on the war. And I'm not sure exactly what they're going to do. It might just be an independence. Maybe they're trying to, weaken England enough to the point where their other colonies will rip away from them. It's possible. It is possible. Oh, look at that. English helping out Florida and their rebels. England, Louisiana is completely sieged out entirely. Wow. I'm wondering, since Louisiana is no longer a threat, if they will now go down towards Brazil and help them out. Maybe. They're going to just take out these rebels for now, which is smart. I imagine the war score is about at 40 now, since it's 42. Jeez. They're not messing around anymore. I guess they want to make sure they get this. Boom. There it is. So, I thought that they're there. Oh, boom. USA and Brazil. They both have gotten their cameos at the same exact time. Welcome aboard, Washington and Pedro. It's funny that they both got their independence at the same time. So I'm thinking the first time was, in fact, that Brazil needed to have enough of a war score with England to also get their own independence. Dang. So who are these nations allied to? The USA and Brazil are allied to each other. This is a very interesting Civ 5 into EU4 game. I cannot believe they broke out. And I imagine, Louisiana is not too happy. I imagine Louisiana can't be too happy. Now, what is the USA going to do next? I am really pumped. Now, they're allied to Spain. Very interesting. They've gotten at that ally with Spain. I'm wondering if they're going to get any other alliances. Who likes the USA? Canada hates the USA. France likes them. Poland likes them. A lot of the Europeans like them, except for, obviously, England. This had to have taken a lot of power away from England, and I'm wondering if this is going to start a revolution in the New World, if a lot of these colonies are going to maybe also, if this is going to be like a sign, because now Brazil and both Brazil and the USA are here to maybe support the independence of some of these nations. It's possible. It's definitely possible. Love this Madagascar that's going on here. Like I said, I mean, we are going to have every single province colonized, probably before the end of the game too, because almost everything already is colonized, which is just shocking. Cannot believe this world has filled out like this. Just incredible. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm happy. That's all I wanted to see. That is all I wanted to see, was to have some sort of a cameo here between Brazil and USA, and we got it both at the same exact time. Wow. I didn't realize how far Egypt was dipping down south. Probably somebody's going to eliminate Ethiopia at some point, I imagine. I don't think anyone's worried about Assyria, so that won't really stop them. Again, we got to really keep our eyes on these colonies and who has the liberty desire, because it's only going to get worse from here, I believe. I think it's really only going to get way worse for a lot of the European nations, but maybe not. I mean, France is so powerful, they might be able to, well, technically in score, but at the end of the day, I don't know if France has that good of a navy. And you know what? If Peru and Colombia both ask for their independence, then, what is France really going to do? I guess if France is allied to Spain, which they're not, but, that could cause a problem. But I'm assuming that, now that we have a country that just gained their independence, they would be more willing and more likely to offer a support of independence for somebody else. I gotta assume that, right? Maybe. And I wouldn't be surprised if USA attacks Canada very, very soon. I would not be surprised at that. They've got some claims up on these lands. Now, what about Brazil, though? Who can they really attack? They could attack France, but that wouldn't be a good idea. Now, who is Brazil? Oh, so Brazil. Oh, that's interesting. So Brazil is allied to France, and USA are allied to Spain. So maybe that is how it worked. Maybe Brazil got France's supports, and the USA got Spain's support, and that's how they got this ultimate coalition to fight off England, I guess. Wow. So that's smart of Brazil. So that means that there's going to be some tension, definitely, with La Plata. And more than likely, the Netherlands are not going to like you, because Brazil got to figure out a way to expand. You know what? They're going to go after Morocco first, because Morocco, well, I don't know. They've got a navy. They'll probably send some things over towards Brazil. But yeah, I think easily you're going to go after these Moroccan lands here. Any more wars? No, that's fine. I wasn't expecting any more wars that pop up after this. I think a lot of the world's just kind of waiting for the colonization to go down. Once these colonies are finished out and are grabbed by everybody, that is when we start to see just fighting. I think the last maybe 25 to 50 years of this game are just going to be just power struggles with everybody, because there's no more colonization, which means you got to declare war if you want to grab land. That's my theory. I don't know if 100% on that, but it's possible. Dang. Very, very shocked these guys made it happen. Oh, they also might declare war on Rome. That's also a smart choice. They've got some claims up, too. Still waiting for that Canadian independence. They've been sitting at 100% liberty desire for quite a while now. They've been sitting at quite a while. So anyways, guys, I'm going to have to stop right there, though. Dang. Was not expecting both of those nations to appear at the same time. Very shocking. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.